In this story, young Yizhu laughs confidently, teasing Liu Shang by saying he has only guessed half of the truth. Liu Shang listens quietly, observing Yang's behavior carefully. Liu Shang contemplates young Yizhu's unpredictable nature, noting how his appearance is as incomprehensible and full of hidden depths as his unique, natural breathing technique. Liu Shang stops overanalyzing and focuses all his attention on the opportunity before him. Liu Shang took out the small star again and concentrated, causing martial fire to emanate from it. His eyes glowed with determination, for he knew better than anyone that it would be foolish not to take advantage of this opportunity. After creating the first star and gaining the necessary experience, the process of creating the second one was much easier. As Liu Shang gains more control, his understanding of stellar formation deepens. A smile appears on his face, recognizing that he is witnessing the birth of a new, unexplainable phenomenon. Surrounded by golden star-like arrays, Liu Shang realizes that the limitations of the real world had prevented him from analyzing stars so thoroughly before. Now, his mental world fills with insights, revealing how immature his previous star vein formations really were. Several dazzling stars emerge from his hands, each more refined than the previous one. One of them surpasses all of Liu Shang's previous creations, matching the standard of real stars found in the Imperial Galaxy. Not long after, the sky was filled with fiery determination. One star after another was born from Liu Shang's hands. Starboy waved his hand, and a perfect star appeared. Liu Shang's attention focused on it, and his eyes were surprised and filled with fragments. Finally, a shining star appeared in its entirety. All those they had created before were surpassed, even reaching the standard level of Wang Yi's solar sphere. And then, signs of life began to emanate. The surface of the star became like an eggshell, and several seconds later, a majestic phoenix of fire emerged from inside the star and flapped its wings. The phoenix flew to the star and was homed in, creating tension. Liu Shang looks up in awe as the phoenix flies up, its radiance lighting up the sky. He is amazed at how big it has grown. Liu Shang stands still, the fiery phoenix landing silently behind him, its claws grabbing his shoulder gently but firmly. He turns slightly, taking in the phoenix's calm presence. Its sharp eyes silently meet his, as if acknowledging their bond. Yang Yizhu points excitedly at the phoenix, laughing as it spreads its wings majestically. Liu Shang smiles, realizing the creature's full grandeur and strength. Liu Shang placed the phoenix on his lap, and while his last bit of happiness was shining through, with a smile he asked young Yizhu to look at the creature. The phoenix spread its wings and roared. Yang Yizhu couldn't help but smile. With an ally, he asked Liu Shang that the martial path was more interesting than he had imagined. Liu Shang placed the phoenix on his shoulder again and nodded his head with a charming expression. Liu Shang got a chance to look at the phoenix. His eyes widened with joy and a smile spread across his face. He was about to see Yang Yizhu as his master. Until now, our boy had no one to guide him with three determinations. He always went forward alone, exploring the dark mist. In difficult times, there was nothing he could talk to, and in a relationship of happiness, he had no one to share his thoughts with. Now Yang Yizhu felt like a kind master. Deceitfully, Yang Yizhu asked our boy to try to do it again. His voice was heard. Liu Shang expressed his thoughts. Near him was a small star from Duan Yifeng's crystalline domain, grabbed from a powerful abat. Liu Shang's attention was focused on it, and his mind was filled with wonder. Without a doubt, the little hat and charming Duan Yifeng appears with a bow. He tells Liu Shang to go ahead and take whatever comes his way. This is an opportunity he can fully grasp. A glowing hand reaches out and touches the blue crystal sphere. Liu Shang looks at the energy sphere in his stone. Drawn from the floating skeleton and wireless sparks, he calmly controls the power. What Liu Shang thinks of himself, he analyzes the three principles, the principles between them. He is recognizing that Wang He and Duan Yifeng have clear positions. But Yang Yizhu seems beyond normal comparison. He remembers Yang's words that he only guessed half the truth and wonders what the other half might be. Yang Yizhu, who is speculated to have a deep connection to a powerful force. That unlike the others with bottom-up origins, Yang has potential elite support, which explains how three high-level geniuses could emerge from a small planet. Liu Shang examines the observation of the beryl crystal floating above his palm. Calm and thoughtful, he decides not to stand still, instead waiting for the truth to be revealed step by step. In the blue Star Lion Nation, in a bright grassland near a tall building, two people can be seen working hard under the evening sky. A boy moves forward with determination. The offer given to him by his teacher, telling him that success is within his reach if he perseveres a little longer. Shouting loudly and long energy bursting from his hand, the boy moves forward with newfound strength, his practice showing remarkable growth and enthusiasm. After an intense training session, the little boy collapses on the grass, completely exhausted and breathing heavily from exertion. His father leans next to him, locks arms, and helps him get back up while he studies. He reminds his son that it is not a good idea to build a body immediately after training. With a bright smile, the boy enthusiastically explains how much better his new techniques are than the old ones. He believes he will pass the martial arts primary school entrance exam next month. His father agrees, saying he too has felt a great improvement during practice. Curiously, the boy asks his father which new techniques really came from the dragon nations, theorizing that what he has heard is true. He is accustomed to this technique, called the War God Body Refinement Technique, was developed by the Dragon Nation's army. And now the old training tips are being applied to it perfectly. The boy excitedly asks if everyone in the Dragon Nation can learn this entire technique for free. His father nods, but that outsiders, such as those from the Lion Nation, will have to pay just a few philosophy moves to the United States. Inspired, the boy eagerly suggests they settle down in the Dragon Nation so they can study the whole thing at no cost and set stability without any hassle. The father, middle-aged, agrees with the idea. He believes the War God technology will make the Dragon Nation the most powerful nation in the world, and says this is the perfect opportunity to join it before it's too late. With determination in his eyes, the boy declares his dream of becoming a powerful martial artist from pride. He believes only powerful people have the right to speak and be heard. Suddenly, some shiny things come into view. The boy quickly calls his father, pointing to the sky in surprise. They both look upward, stunned by what they see. A fleet of warships descend from the sky, engines roaring. The giant craft dominate the night sky while the father and son stare aimlessly. The boy is awed by his father's gadget, holding what he believes to be an alien spaceship. He declares that sci-fi movies always assume that the aliens are real. But his father shrugs his finger and mumbles something about, "That's not right." Suddenly, and blindingly golden flashes fill the sky, and, without warning, the spaceships begin their attack. Blasts of energy rain down, and explosions ricochet off the ground. Moments before the attacks, a fleet of the Principia companions launch from a massive mothership, rapidly hurtling through space with militant propulsion. Inside a control room, a man communicates with a smug alien commander, a target of a hologram, who humorously invites him to a sporting challenge. The man immediately senses some satellites and questions the commander's motives. The alien explains the rules, that whoever collects the most fireworks, the fastest will get a 10% bonus to the other's loot. Another individual is spoken to comment on the huge payout. He claims that there is so much money that everyone can buy a small garden with it, and that 10% is not a nominal amount. The fat officer sips his drink comfortably and gives a simple answer, okay. The second hologram, the sologram, is also approved, stating that there are no secrets, finalizing the concept of the trilogy. The white-haired alien confirms the deal, saying that if anyone backs out later, the audio recording will be sent to the boss. The officer replies unofficially, warning not to contact them in time. See the target planet with a giant monster. Seeing that it looks beautiful, he clearly sees it as nothing more than prey. Inside the spaceship, the alien planet is seen from the unique design. He himself thought it was valuable for such a primitive area of low-level civilizations. With a twisted grin and glowing eyes, he mocks the people below, asking what they are preparing to welcome the arrival of Lord Avalak. He restrained himself from tightening his grip, fingers glowing with energy as the tension grew. Chapter ends here. Now what will happen next? We will know in the next chapter, and don't forget to give number out of 100 to the chapter, and we'll meet in another video. Till then, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video too.